Moon with Jupiter in the horoscope. And in order for you to see if you have this combination, you can go to my birth chart calculator at AstroLada.com and see if you have the planets Moon and Jupiter, which will be indicated by MO and GU, in the same sign together, like I'm showing you here on this video. In the same square or triangle, it means they're in the same sign. Or this can also be very much, you can also feel the influence of Mercury and Jupiter on each other if they aspect each other. And you can go to the table of aspects there and look, the planets above are the planets being aspected, the planets horizontally are the planets aspected, the planets vertically are the planets aspecting the other planet. So you can see if you can look at Moon and intersect it with Jupiter and see to what extent Jupiter aspects the Moon, and then look at Jupiter and intersect it with the Moon and see to what extent the Moon aspects Jupiter. And anything above 30 points is quite powerful. You'll feel it in your life. And the most you can get aspected is by 60 points, but anything about 30 you have this influence. But the most powerful one is when Moon and Jupiter are together in the same sign, which will be shown by being in the same square or the same triangle in the birth chart. So what happens then? This is one of the most positive combinations to have in astrology. Why is that? Well, the Moon is your emotional well-being, how happy you feel, how generally adaptable in your situations, how natural you are. And Jupiter is a friend, Jupiter is a planet of the great benefic. Any planet that Jupiter conjoins makes it happy. Jupiter is the planet of joy, so such people will naturally be more joyful, more optimistic, more prone to have faith, more prone to believe in themselves. The Moon shows your self-image, how also you see yourself. You know, the Moon reflects the light of the Sun, so the Moon is like a mirror. So this is the mirror that stands in front of you. The condition of your Moon will show how you feel about yourself. You might be Miss World, but you might feel super miserable and always unfulfilled and unhappy, even if you own half of New York. You know, if your Moon is damaged, if you have Moon with North Node, you're never satisfied, you know. You always want more and more, or you're a bit, you know, or Moon with the Saturn, it's always difficult. Such people see themselves in a more negative light, no matter how many achievements they do. But Moon with Jupiter is the opposite. These people, no matter what circumstances are around, they always find something positive. They find a silver lining in any situations, and they see themselves in a positive light. So these people are some of the most joyful and happy people. Unless there is like a planet which blocks it, like unless there is Saturn also in the same sign, or there is the North Node, Rahu, the South Node, Ketu, you know, one of those three difficult planets to damage this natural flow that Jupiter and Moon create to each other, and this ability to enjoy life, to be present in the moment, and to adapt very easily to situations. Like the person does not feel so disrupted when they have to do something new and different in their life, or when they're put in a new situation. They very naturally flow into it, so they have usually great charisma. Others like them because they're natural. They're not like, you know, trying to impress too hard, or they're not trying to compensate for something. They feel, because they feel there is no tension or anxiety, and they adapt very quickly, and others like them, you know. And that's a great combination, unless it's blocked by difficult planets, as I keep saying. And also, the Moon, emotionally how you feel. So yes, we said how you adapt changes, and how you adapt. Such person adapts very quickly and easily. You can put them in any environment, and they'll almost, like, others consider such people lucky, because Jupiter is the planet of merit, karmic merit that you've built in your previous life or early life. And these people are reaping a lot. They're supposed to experience the positive effects of the good karmas, the good actions they've done in past lives. So they come to them a bit more like they feel as if others think they're at the right time, at the right place. And good things come to them more often. But usually it's because these people have worked hard in a past life to develop the Jupiter qualities, which is wisdom, which is ability to appreciate things. Usually a lot of them in past lives, because the Moon always shows the default settings that you continue from a past life, something that you've worked on in past life. So now you're born already this being part of a naturally part of you, like part of your personality, without you having to work hard for it. So usually such people were in some spiritual order in past life, who develop spiritual appreciation. Spirituality is not about praying and meditating all day. Spirituality is about being able to have spontaneous joy of life. This is why so many people are looking for spirituality nowadays, because very few are naturally spontaneous. So such people might not even have a lot of interest towards spiritual activities in this life, because it naturally they naturally know how to enjoy things. They naturally know how to appreciate and see the positive lining of things in their life. But if they're feeling down, the best way to bring themselves up is to do some Jupiterian activities, which is like maybe read some philosophical book, maybe start writing a list of appreciation, something that they appreciate, maybe do a prayer, or maybe just look at the sky in meditative state. Jupiterian activities is go and help someone, being charitable. So if you're feeling down and you have moon with Jupiter, go and be of help to someone, or go give advice to someone. Jupiter is the teacher, so do something Jupiterian, something very generous, giving help to another, or learning something spiritual, reading something, or pray. Jupiter is the planet of prayer, of connecting with God consciously. This thing will help these people. But often they know how to get themselves out of a rut and out of a negative state, unless, of course, there is other blocking influences I keep repeating. And such people, as I said, there is almost like a sense that they're lucky, or they're protected from above, but they just have strongly developed intuition. The moon rules the imagination, the intuitive side, and whatever Jupiter touches, it expands it. So the intuition of the person is powerful. They sense, while others might be really close to certain opportunities that are in front of them, they might not recognize them, but the Moon Jupiter person will easily tap into that energy and recognize it as an opportunity. So that's why they feel lucky to others. They've developed their intuition in past life as well, so it works better now, it works easier. And the Moon, being the imagination, Jupiter is the planet of prophecy, so some of them can even have this prophetic ability in them to consult, to advise others, to see what's going to happen, to see the bigger picture, and to be naturally larger than life, to be optimistic, to expect the best. And because they usually have this vibration, they attract those things, because whatever your vibration is, you tend to attract this kind of things. And others would consider them often more successful, often more because of this vibe they give in, you know, because the moon is your most normal state, your most natural state. And with Jupiter, you give like an influence of a vibe of wealth, because Jupiter is the planet of wealth. And Moon and Jupiter together, or aspecting strongly, like 40, 50 points, 60 points, the full, it's a combination for creating wealth as well. But particularly when Moon and Jupiter are together in the same sign, so these people can, it's not necessary that they're super wealthy, but they can have a wealth of knowledge or financial wealth as well. Usually they can easily attract financial wealth because of this positive slant of mind, and because of their breadth vision and very wide visions and scopes, and their point of view is very open-minded, very accepting of others, very tolerant, and this open-mindedness and this strong intuition can help them become successful, so, and also knowing and being at the right time at the right place as well. So they're creators of their own good things, they attract them. But for others, they might just look lucky. And they have like a natural faith almost in life. Like, even if they're not directly spiritual, Buddhist or something, they'll just know that life is taking them in the right place. And even when something really dark and difficult happens, these people can quickly find meaning in it. So there is a lot of meaningfulness in these people's life. They feel connected often. Jupiter, also, as I said, it rules wealth, it rules your faith, and such people have strong faith. Jupiter rules in the female horoscope the husband, the person, the man in the horoscope. And when it's with the moon, such women often tend to attract a man who is caring, who is responsive to their emotional needs, who would, in more cases than not, sooner or later, even if they have difficulties initially in their relationships and a few difficult relationships, eventually they'll attract a good person and a good husband that is, you know, that cares about them, that really helps them as well. And Moon and Jupiter, last but not least, is a great combination for writers, because the Moon is the imagination, Jupiter is intuition again, and it's Jupiter is breadth of vision, it's a big scope of vision, so such people can write, can have amazing insights. The imagination is great, and they can have amazing insights. They don't have to write on just science fiction or fiction. It can be just they have the skill of writing overall, and they can put it into words, they can put their ideas and their thoughts and whatever the impressions come to them, because the moon rules everything we perceive from outside as impressions. They can beautifully express it oftentimes. So that's some of the great combinations for being teachers and being writers as well, and giving advice to others. So thank you so much, and I hope I was, you can write your impressions and if you agree with this. Thank you.